Hello, I'm Sam Peterson, and this is the Millcreek Government Channel. Today we are joined by the EMTA CEO, Jeremy Peterson, and Sara Morrison, Director of Marketing and Public Relations for the EMTA. Welcome, Jeremy, Sara. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
So I guess we can start with a little bit of like an overview, just based on like your positions, your experiences with the EMTA, and then kind of what the EMTA does for the Erie County area.
Well, the EMTA started way back in 1966 when we took it over from the Erie Coach Company. And since then, it is metastasized into a big mass transit operation. Not only do we have the big buses in operation, but also our lift and paratransit division, which we took over from Erie County a number of years ago. So with those both divisions now and being under the umbrella of EMTA, we have become the third largest transit agency in Pennsylvania and known as the Erie Metropolitan Transit Authority, or otherwise known as the E.
So I guess, so just for our viewers that aren't sure, so you said the paratransit, and then what was the other one that merged with you guys too?
So the paratransit lift division, or the smaller buses,
the paratransit lift
and then also
division,
the fixed route big bus division.
Oh, okay. And what does that fixed route, like big bus position do?
Yeah, so basically the big bus division, the difference between both are the big buses go on fixed normal routes throughout the day, every day, 6 days a week, where the paratransit lift division is more for medical, more medical trips, and it's a more door-to-door service than regular deviated fixed routes.
One of the major differences between those divisions with the fixed route is the fixed route's mass transit. It's for anybody and everybody to ride on those 28 different fixed routes. And the lift buses are reserved for people that fill out an application. They're still public buses, but they're shared rides for people reserved for medical reasons or that have mobility issues.
So what are some of like the biggest obstacles that you guys face?
The biggest obstacle that we've had for a very long time is the accessibility to park wherever you can or want, downtown and basically throughout the county. In bigger cities like Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, Cleveland, Buffalo, you name it, people are more transit dependent, whether you're white collar, blue collar, everyone is dependent upon taking the buses there, because if you look in Erie, we have parking ramps every 3 or 4 blocks. So that's always been an obstacle for us, and unlike those other bigger agencies, we have to fight and claw for our ridership. Our folks are more blue collar, transit dependent. Some folks, it's the only mode of transportation they have, and those are the folks that we try to, meet the needs of. So it's always been an animal that we've always had to sort of been faced with over the years, but is the accessibility issue. And then most recently, post-pandemic, driver shortages and work shortages, and that's, obviously we're not the only ones that are faced with that. Sara and our training staff have been running overtime trying to train people, interview folks. Our HR department has been doing a phenomenal job in trying to attract more workers for us at EMTA. So that's another obstacle that we're faced with on a daily basis, a weekly basis, monthly basis. The good thing is we have a solid team that is trying to recruit on a daily basis.
So then how would you get involved when you start talking about recruiting and everything? Is there like a website you go to, or?
Yeah, so you can always visit us at ridethee.com under careers. Working at the EMTA is a very, very good opportunity. So if you want to be an operator of one of the buses, a lot of people think that you have to have a CDL license, which you do in fact for the fixed route buses, the big buses. But one of the great things is that we will train you. If you come in, you're 24 years of age, you have a clean driving record, and can pass a DOT physical and drug test, then you're a great candidate. From there, we will train you to drive the bus, get your passenger endorsement. Usually you'll start on the lift side, as you don't need a CDL to drive a lift bus. And then if you're willing and you're excited to drive a big bus, we will get you your CDL license.
Very cool. So then, so how would you guys go about showing the employee appreciation for those people that do go through all that training and start working for you guys?
Well, there's a very attractive benefit package that goes along. They're union paid positions. union paid hourly wages, which are really good and attractive. But appreciation of, you know, folks that come to work after they've been hired, and even for many years thereafter, you know, they come to work, they do their jobs on a daily basis. We do have monthly appreciation awards, you know, Employee of the Month for both divisions. We have our maintenance workers, we have our lift drivers, and we also have our fixed route operators too. So we take that into account. Their efforts go unnoticed. We understand from an administrative side, you know, what those people go through on a daily basis. And, you know, when you're dealing with the public, you know, it's not the easiest job, you know. So it could be stressful, and it's an opportunity for us to sort of recognize those employees who come to work every day and do a really good job.
On top of that, like Jeremy mentioned, they make a great wage. I can tell you there's a number of fixed route drivers that are making into the 6 figures. That's not to say that their job isn't challenging. They definitely earn their money, but it is a really good way to support your family and to build a career for a long time. For instance, we will be giving away awards to many employees that have been there for over 20 years. With a staff of over 200 people, I can say confidently that we have about 30 of them or 35 of them that have been there for over 20 years.
That's incredible.
Impressive, yes.
Yeah. So I guess on the other end of the spectrum, so we talked about the drivers. So what about the people that are riding? Is there a way that they can ride for free? Is there like a certain fare that they have to pay?
So one of the things that a lot of the community doesn't know is, you know, you always hear the lottery 65 and older benefiting older Pennsylvanians. We hear that all the time, but what does it mean? Right? How does it benefit older Pennsylvanians? Well, in transit at the EMTA and across the entire Commonwealth, if you're 65 and older, the lottery pays for you to ride a bus for free. You can come down to EMTA. All it takes is us getting a picture of you and handing you your senior pass. And not only can you ride every bus in Erie, Pennsylvania for free, but amongst the entire Commonwealth. You know, you could be in Pittsburgh and jump on a bus down there. As long as you have that pass that you got here at EMTA, you could board for free. So for riders, you know, that's the thing that the state, you know, likes to, the benefit that the state gives to our seniors. And you have to look at Erie County as a whole, with being over 20%, you know, senior as a demographic. That's rather large. So those services do benefit those folks, and we do see a large fraction of our seniors that are actually on our roster for riding for free. So, and we'll continue to do that.
Yeah. In addition to the senior passes that the state issues, they also issue reduced fare passes for people that have qualifying disabilities to ride all of our buses at a reduced rate. On top of that, we work out agreements with many organizations within the county. So we're happy to say that every single one of the colleges in the area, so Edinboro, Penn West Edinboro, Mercyhurst, Gannon, Penn State Barron, and as well as the Erie County Community College, all of the students, faculty, and staff can ride every single EMTA bus for free. So we're really proud to be able to say that. All they have to do is show their institution ID with their current e-sticker, and they can ride every bus for free. So we're really proud to have that partnership with our educators, as well as some of the other organizations. So if you're employed at Erie Insurance or UPMC Hammett, the same concept goes for them as well. All they have to do is show us their employee ID, and they can ride any bus for free.
And do you guys see like a lot of riders that take advantage of the senior programming and the college student programming?
We sure do. Definitely, especially with our college students. A lot of them get here from out of state or from the area. Some colleges in the area, it's not as accessible for parking, so giving them that opportunity for freedom, and sometimes it's their first opportunity for freedom, to ride every bus for free is definitely taken advantage of. And we appreciate our partnerships with our universities.
So then some of those riders, what kind of tools are out there for them to use?
Well, we've got 2 different applications that you can put on your mobile device to help you find your bus and to pay for your bus. Jeremy?
Yeah, we have the Token Transit app, which is basically your phone becomes your wallet. We know nowadays everybody has a phone in their hand, and it's nice to know that EMTA has joined has gone beyond the year 2000, because for a long time we were stuck in a very old, antiquated model, and it was this administration's position to get us out of that. Analyze our routes, analyze the demographic shifts within Erie County, and also look at where, the business shifts have moved. There's different business districts now than back in the 1980s. So we always have to be thinking along those lines. Where's our ridership? Where are we missing the boat? So on and so forth. But the Token Transit app is one of those advancements in technology that we've been talking about for a very long time, and we finally did it. So basically, you download the Token Transit app. It's very simple. There's actually a tutorial that Sara had put on our ridete.com website for folks to educate them on how to do it in case you're like me and I don't know how to operate a phone. But you get on, you download the app, and you can download a variety of different passes. And then when you get on the bus and the bus arrives, you come on, you basically tap your phone onto this little Easy Pass Token Transit device that's located on the fare box, and it registers you as a rider, and you go down and sit down and enjoy your ride.
So it's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, in addition to the Token Transit app that pays for your bus, you have the MyStop app, and that is powered through our GPS system that tracks all of our buses. So the MyStop app is free to download and free to use. That's how you find your ride, track your bus, and plan your trip all together in one simple app. So it's really easy and convenient to use. As Jeremy mentioned, we do have tutorials on how to use them on our website. So it's as easy as it gets, and so you can even see what direction your bus is moving in, if it's full, or if there's any delays. So the MyStop app has really helped our riders. And in addition to that, I would say that these two applications have helped the New American population. We know, especially in the city of Erie, 20% of the population is New Americans or refugees. So these applications kind of eliminate some of the challenges they might have in communicating with their driver when they have a simple application to use.
So do you guys see like a lot of use from those apps?
Absolutely.
Like the majority of riders, you would say, use them?
So we were sort of, Erie is not very, adaptable to change at times, as we know. And we knew that a shock to our system was either going to go one way or the other. Fortunately for us, the Token Transit app and the MyStop app are visited quite frequently and used and utilized a lot. So we know it's working. We know these advancements, like we said, of technologies that we put on these buses are being used and appreciated by our rider base.
I know you guys mentioned some routes. Are there any routes that you think are more well-traveled than others, like some of them?
So absolutely. Our Route 3 that actually services this area up here, Summit Township, Millcreek Mall, Route 3 is a very popular route and always has been a popular route. Summit Township and Millcreek are always, expanding and building. And, we're currently right now, Millcreek, and right in the middle of one of the biggest projects that they've ever encountered in the history of Millcreek. So, but those are our busiest buses. Our busiest buses run through Millcreek Township. And, pre-COVID, we put in well over $1 million worth of service to Millcreek Township and its residents and businesses. So our buses don't only just help folks get to and from Millcreek, but it helps drive the economy in Millcreek too, right? So these folks are coming in from Corey, Albion, Edinboro, Northeast, Erie City, and they're coming into Millcreek to work, right? And businesses survive because of workers. So you have to have a workforce, and that's where we're happy to come in and help make that positive change and make sure that, have a part in Millcreek Township flourishing for now and in the future.
So would that be like kind of your guys' vision for the EMTA going forward, you would say?
Right. So once again, we're going to be undergoing a transit development plan here soon, probably within the next 12 months. And that plan itself will sort of take a look at those, like we talked about earlier, the business districts and the shifts and demographic shifts, as Sara had mentioned, with the New American population. We have to have our finger on that pulse constantly to know where our people are and the people that are transit dependent. Where are they living? Where are they working? Talking with business owners and finding out, hey, look, if we provided a bus route along, by your business, would that help attract more employees? Sara's gone out and talked with folks. business owners and agencies, and they have, and we've made those adjustments accordingly as best we can. Doesn't mean like, you know, Sam, you call me tomorrow and you need a bus route in front of your house, you know, it's going to be there tomorrow. But, you know, there's surveys that go out to the employees of said businesses, and, you know, we have a dialogue that goes back and forth for quite some time, and then we make it happen. But, you know, that's the cool part about the job is sitting back and thinking, like, yeah, I did a part by making sure that that business stays in business in a certain township, city, or county, you know.
Mm-hmm. One of the other popular routes that we're going to have for the summertime is the Route 33, which is the Presque Isle Express. We're really excited about bringing that one back for the summertime because that'll bring folks from downtown Erie, and if you're a transit rider and you might live on the east side of town, all of our buses start from downtown Erie. So if you're trying to get through Millcreek Township to visit Presque Isle, you can start downtown Erie, we travel through Millcreek Township, and then we'll take you to Presque Isle in the Tom Ridge Environmental Center. So we're really excited to bring that service back here in June. So that's a route we look forward to every single summer, the Route 33 Presque Isle Express.
It's one I'm looking forward to. I'll have to ride it myself.
You have to.
So you mentioned like some of the planning that you guys are doing like for the future, and you mentioned a lot of different aspects of that. What would you guys say is one of the most important things that you're looking at? Like if you had to rank them, like one of the most important things.
One of the most important things is probably reducing our carbon footprint. Mm-hmm. For many years, our fleet was all, you know, just like everybody else's fleet, was all diesel and ran by diesel and ran off of diesel and gasoline. Now, roughly 60% of our fleet, thanks to PennDOT and their grants and the Federal Transit Administration, we are now at 60% compressed natural gas, burning clean burning buses now. So compressed natural gas is a lot more environmentally friendly. We don't have, if you notice the buses, if you think about it, you look back and go, yeah, you know what, I don't remember a bus blowing smoke like they used to, you know what I mean? So it's cleaner burning. We're doing our part of helping, you know, Earth. We just had Earth Day. You know, we're doing our part to reduce our carbon footprint. And, you know, that's one of the technologies that in the future of transit in Erie too is, you know, we could have 85 vehicles on the road at one time. Mm-hmm. You know, that's a lot of smoke. That's a lot of pollution. How do we reduce that? Well, this is what we've done over the last several years. So we're happy to say that, you know, 60% of our big bus fleet is now compressed natural gas.
And that's impressive. Yeah, I mean, that's extremely impressive. So with, you know, all of that put together, how can people show support for the EMTA, and what do you guys have coming up?
Well, if they want to show support to the EMTA, we're always looking for more ridership and always looking to see some appreciation for our employees. But in addition to that, we have some events coming up. We have our Rider Appreciation Days happening in May. So this will be our second annual Rider Appreciation Days. This is a statewide initiative put on by the Pennsylvania Public Transit Association, the PPTA. We're happy to be part of it, and there's a whole list of events happening throughout that week. So there's giveaways. We're excited that we have some sponsors with the Erie Seawolves and Donato's Pizza, as well as Free Fare Day will be happening on Wednesday of that week, and some coffee and donuts with our staff at our intermodal center. So the Rider Appreciation Days is a really good way to get involved and take advantage of it. If you're not a transit rider now, this is a good time to take advantage of it and check out the bus on the Free Fare Day. And our second event we have coming up is on June 14th. This will be our third annual 14th Fest, which started out as a grand opening of our transit development or Transit Orient Center there on 14th Street when we opened that facility, but it actually turned into more or less a community welcoming and a kickoff to summer. So we're happy to have that. That'll be on June 14th on 14th Street, the third annual. So we'll have live music, local vendors, local breweries, and it's a really fun event, and it's free for anyone to attend.
Sounds great.
Well, we let our folks know that people that appreciate EMTA and the work that we do, if they could write to their local legislator, senator, representative about transit funding and how important and vital it is to EMTA, and not just EMTA, but the entire state. We would really appreciate that, because transit funding, just like anything else, is not at jeopardy, but definitely needed for us to continue to do what it is that we do.
Jeremy, Sara, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you, Sam. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
And thank you, the viewers. We learned so much about the E today. Consider riding the E, visiting their website, downloading the apps, and considering everything we talked about today. Till next time, Millcreek, I'm Sam Peterson. Thanks for watching.